Good afternoon, AcadeMir Charter School West families. I hope that this message finds your family healthy and well. COVID-19 has greatly impacted education and the way students learn. This year, standardized assessments were not given to students such as the FSA or SAT. However, these assessments provide very valuable information that helps schools make instructional decisions for the year to come. As a result, May 4th through the 15th, we will be providing students with the IReady AP3 assessment, as we need to get the most accurate data that will help us prepare for the upcoming school year. It will help us make instructional decisions, but most importantly, it will help us get academic student progress or any possible loss of learning or gaps of instruction. As such, please make sure that your child takes this assessment seriously, that they complete it independently, and that they do not receive any assistance. We help us to make the best possible choices for your child and help us offer them the best possible education. Continue to stay home, stay safe, and stay healthy. Continue to make amazing things happen, Tigers. Thank you.
Hey Tiger family, Mrs. Moodle, your reading coach here. I have a very important announcement to make. Next week, we're going to officially be starting IReady AP3 testing. Now, what is IReady AP3? Well, this is a test that is very important. It's going to be helping us make sure that your student has a very accurate measurement of their current level so that we can better prepare for instruction at the beginning of next year. Now, this is extremely helpful information for us. We know what we need to do, and we are planning and making sure that we close any gaps of any instruction that may have been lacking. We know a lot of things are happening at the same time right now, but it's so important for your student to understand how important it is for them to do their very best on their own during this test, which will begin next week. So our teachers are working really hard to provide your student with the best testing environment available. So you're going to be receiving a Google Meet link very soon. This link is going to solely be used for testing. All students are going to be testing with their homeroom teachers. So you'll notice that every teacher, regardless of what subject area they teach, they're going to be administering a test to their homeroom class. This is more so to help us all work together as a team, as a family that we already are, to make sure that everything runs as smoothly as possible. So the week of May 4th, we will be completing our reading AP3 test. K through 2nd will be testing Monday, Tuesday. 3rd through 5th will be testing Wednesday, Thursday. Then the following week, the week of May 11th, we will be completing all of our math AP3 testing. A detailed schedule will be released to help you better understand when your student will be testing. Once you log into your Google Meet, you're going to notice that you're going to need two windows. One window is going to be for the Google Meet, and another window will be for you to be able to log into IReady. Now, I know that can be a little bit confusing. Maybe some of the older kids know how to do this, some of the younger kids don't know how to do this. So give me a second and I'm going to provide you with a video so that you can see what I'm talking about. I want to give you a visual representation.
The day of the assessment, the first thing you will do is click on the link that your teacher has sent you for the Google Meet of that testing session. When you go to the link, make sure that your microphone is muted, but that you have your camera on so that your teacher is able to see you throughout the entire testing session. When you are ready, click Join Now to join the meeting with the rest of your classmates and teachers. During that meeting, your teacher is going to let you know that you need to open up IReady in a separate tab, but do not close the Google Meet tab. You can do that by clicking on the plus sign at the top of your Google Chrome browser. That plus sign opens a new tab. In this case, I have already set up my tabs. So I have Google Meet open and IReady open at the same time. If you are in kinder or first grade, you're going to log in with the K1 card login. And if you are in 2nd through 5th grade, you're going to log in with your username, password, and state as usual. When you log in, your screen usually looks something like this. If it is the day of the reading test, you are going to click Reading, and if it is the day of the IReady Math test, you are going to click on Math. Now, when you log in now, you usually have a path with lessons. This student still has her lessons up because today is not the testing day. However, on the day of your IReady test, this screen will no longer be here, and under My Path, the only option you will have will be the diagnostic. This is a picture of what it would more than likely look like. So instead of your regular lessons underneath your path, you're going to have either the reading diagnostic or the math diagnostic. And that's where you will click to begin your test once your teacher instructs you to do so. Remember, you must keep both your Google Meet tab and your IReady tab open throughout the entire session until your teacher says that it is time to sign off.
Okay, Tiger students, so just a few reminders before I go for the day, okay? Just like always, make sure the night before you get a good night's rest and that you have a good breakfast before testing, because you want to power up your brain to make sure that it can last through your whole session. Okay? Also, make sure that you set yourself up in a quiet place with no distractions so that you can have all of your attention focused on the test. Take your time. This is not a race, okay? You're going to have more than one session. You will actually have 2 sessions per subject to be able to finish your test. If there, for any reason you happen to need more time, we'll deal with that on a case-by-case basis, okay? And as always, you guys are going to do your very, very best, and your very, very best on your own. So important. If you come across a question that's a little bit tricky, I know you really are going to want to get help from your parents or from an adult in the room, but just make sure that you just do the best you can, the same way that we do in class. Usually you would raise your hand, you would say this is hard, and we would encourage you. Don't worry about it. We know that you're working hard. Just do the best you can and make the best choice and move on. Don't stay stuck on a question for too long, and don't let a question frustrate you. Remember, some of the questions are supposed to be a little bit hard. They're usually a little bit hard just to figure out exactly where you are. That's how IReady designed the test. So other than that, don't worry about anything. You guys are going to do amazing like you always do. And if you have any questions, please, please, please reach out to your teachers. I know your teachers are going to be answering lots of questions that come out. Please make sure to watch any videos that they create to help you kind of just navigate through all the questions that you might have. A lot of times questions are the same question. Parents have the same question over and over again, so teachers usually will just make a video or send out an email with all the answers to your questions. And just remember, we're all in this together. We are a Tiger family, and we do really well with all sorts of things. So I can only anticipate that this is also going to be smooth sailing. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye.
Hola familia Tigre, es la señora Ortega y vengo en vivo desde mi casa con un anuncio muy importante. La próxima semana comenzaremos oficialmente las pruebas IReady AP3. Ahora, puede ser que se pregunte, ¿qué es eso? IReady AP3 Testing es una forma de la que podemos obtener una comprensión bastante precisa de exactamente en qué nivel se está desempeñando su estudiante académicamente. Esta información es extremadamente útil para que la conozcamos a fin de año para preparar mejor la instrucción del próximo año. Sabemos que están sucediendo muchas cosas al mismo tiempo en este momento, pero es muy importante que su estudiante comprenda lo importante que es para ellos hacer su mejor trabajo independiente durante las pruebas que comenzarán la próxima semana. Nuestros maestros están trabajando muy duro para brindarle a su estudiante las mejores condiciones posibles para su evaluación y debería recibir el enlace de Google Meet muy pronto. Este enlace es para ser utilizado únicamente para sus sesiones de prueba. La semana del 4 de mayo todos estaremos completando nuestra prueba IReady AP3 de lectura. Los grados kinder a segundo se realizarán el lunes y martes a partir de las 9 a.m. Y para los grados tercero a quinto, la prueba será el miércoles y jueves a las 9 a.m. La semana del 11 de mayo todos estaremos completando nuestra prueba IReady AP3 de matemáticas. Se publicará un horario detallado para ayudarlos a comprender mejor cuándo a su estudiante le tocará hacer sus exámenes. Una vez que los estudiantes inicien la sesión de su reunión, es importante que comprendan que 2 ventanas deberán estar abiertas en su computadora. Una ventana se registrará en su Google Meet con su maestra y la otra ventana se registrará en su programa de IReady. Déjeme mostrarle cómo se vería eso. El día del examen van a entrar a su Google Meet usando el enlace que le mandó su maestra. Cuando entren a ese enlace, van a estar seguros que el micrófono está apagado, pero la cámara está prendida, y van a seleccionar Join Now para entrar a la reunión virtual con su clase. Durante esa reunión, su maestra les va a explicar que tienen que abrir una pantalla nueva con el examen de IReady sin cerrar el Google Meet. Eso se puede hacer seleccionando el símbolo de más que está arriba en Google Chrome. Cuando uno selecciona ese símbolo, se abre otra página sin cerrar las demás. Ya yo he preparado mi pantalla y ya tengo IReady abierta en otra página. Ese día, con el Google Meet todavía abierto, van a entrar a IReady. Los niños de kinder y primer grado siempre entran con su K1 Card Login y los de segundo a quinto grado van a entrar con el username, password y state como siempre. Cuando estén adentro, el IReady se parece a algo así. Siempre tienen reading o matemática. Van a seleccionar el subject que tienen ese día. Si es el día de reading, lo seleccionan. En estos momentos, esa estudiante tiene su trabajo normal porque hoy no ha empezado el examen todavía, pero el día del examen todo esto no va a estar aquí. Va a haber algo más parecido a esto. Va a decir Reading Diagnostic o Math Diagnostic, dependiendo en el examen que está haciendo ese día. Tigres estudiantes, algunos recordatorios antes de irnos. Asegúrense de desayunar bien antes de realizar la prueba para activar tu cerebro. Asegúrese de estar instalado en un lugar tranquilo sin distracciones. Tómese su tiempo, eso no es una carrera. Ustedes tendrán más de una sesión para completar esta prueba y siempre haz tu mejor esfuerzo. Si te encuentras con una pregunta que es un poco complicada, solo haz lo mejor que puedas y elige la mejor respuesta que consideres correcta. Buena suerte a todos.